The question is why? It is because this person would be able to take their songs and go to different platforms and say, hey, I want to be able to pay you to showcase my music. This person will be able to go to other influencers, other musicians and say, hey, Jay-Z, here's $100 million to do a collab with me so that I can get more publicity. A long time ago, I learned this timeless principle from the man, the legend, Dan Kennedy, and he said, the person that can pay most to acquire a customer wins. So the question is, how do we make it so that each customer is worth more to us so that we can pay more to acquire a customer? Today in this training, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes to how you can increase your perceived value. How do you create an upsell so that in the eyes of your audience, they understand what it's truly about and you'll be able to increase how much they're worth significantly. We are live. Welcome everybody to this week's Q&A as well as hot seat session. It has been a while since we've done hot seats and I'm very excited to be able to take a look at some of the submissions that were sent. Let me just quickly share my screen. First person we have up is John Gold. John's overall strategy and goal is to acquire customers profitably utilizing his software subscription. The product is called Spotify Growth Engine.
Hey, Peng, Joon, thanks so much for the opportunity to come on today. My audience are music artists, independent music artists. They're passionate about their music. They put their music out. It appears on Spotify, Apple Music, other platforms. But the problem they have is attracting an audience to the music. Just because it's on Spotify doesn't mean anybody knows it's there or will listen to it. But I'm a music artist myself. We all want to make an impact with our music. So getting the right audience to our music or music in front of the right audience is what it's all about. And this is what the Spotify Growth Engine teaches. It's a system that utilizes Facebook and Instagram ads together with a specific software, kind of a click funnels for music, if you will, in order to attract diehard fans to the music on Spotify so that they get more listeners, more streams, more saves, and more royalty payments for their music.
Love it. Okay, so what do you feel you want to be able to get out of this session here today that will either help you get unstuck or clarity towards where it is that you wanted to achieve?
The challenge I'm facing is that with my ad spend, at least on Facebook and Instagram, I'm right about break even. And obviously the goal is to scale this up. And I feel that what's holding me back is bringing up the AOV on the funnel. And this is what I wanted to share, the different steps of the funnel and to see whether you had any thoughts or ideas of how to bring up the AOV in order to allow more room to scale the ad spend.
So real quick, what John feels will help him scale and take his offer to the next level is by increasing how much an average customer is worth, okay? And by taking a look at the steps in the funnel and see if we can make any tweaks by doing a funnel tweak. Okay, so we'll take a look. So like our typical order bumps, a good one would be a 30+% on your order bump, okay, conversion. The least our order bumps are at is about 25%. Right, I'll walk through a few different angles with each and every one of you so you can kind of see how I utilize order bumps. But just based on this alone, based on this call, I can tell you that's where your ROI is going to be. Okay, you're going to look back a month from now and you're going to go, man, that one hot seat that I did that day, I can't believe I've literally left 6 figures on a table. And by making that one simple tweak that will take you less than 45 minutes to implement, is going to make a huge difference, okay? So we'll take a look at this, but this is what needs to be added. Is there a specific reason why there was never an order bump that was implemented? We haven't even come to this point where if you take a look at my low ticket funnels, you might notice that I've got double order bumps now in OTO1 and OTO2. But what's crazy is because of the volume here. Because of the volume that you're getting over here, 30% makes a very big difference on order bumps. And sometimes our order bumps can even reach like 38% because it's just like this, yes, I would like to add this in my order. And this always converts well, right? You don't need to have a crazy great offer in here. Sometimes it could be just this thing complements this thing and it go very well. Sometimes it could be a checklist. Before we take a look at this offer, John, is there anything you want to add or anything that you would like me to take a look at before we move on to this thing here?
Yeah, one of the things that is maybe unique in my funnel is that when I launched the OTOs, I did an A/B split test. In one version, I had a video on there. In the second one, I didn't. I tried to make the sale only through copy. And at the time, the versions with copy performed better. So I left them on. Now I recognize that if I look at your funnels and most other funnels, every one of the pages has a video sales pitch on it. I do not have that on there right now, which may be another opportunity. It's just that the videos I shot did not perform as well as they could have. That's why the copy only version outperformed. And my rationale was, well, maybe they're running through the funnel so fast, and most of these things are relatively low ticket. It's just faster to fly over the copy on the page and make a 30-second decision of whether they want to add this or not than watching a 3, 4, 5-minute video where go into the product. So I figured I helped the speed with the copy only, but I'm curious what your perspective on that will be.
Yeah, there's a reason why every single OTO has video. Video for us, even on OTO, has always outperformed just purely text. I would say that the only exception where long-form copy outperforms no video is in Japan. When I was doing events in Japan, due to the nature of how the audience in Japan consumes content, many people are still very well versed with just reading. I would say that's the only exception. It's probably the video. We'll take a look at the video to see how we can bridge it a lot better so that we can improve the conversions. But I'm pretty sure by adding a video in there and thinking about the pitch, we can take a look at that as well, would increase the conversions. Okay. Yeah, it's about the offer, but how it is linked to that current stage in that sales process. I want to be able to listen to that first 30 seconds and how you linked it to the previous step, because that's important, right?
Yeah.
Any idea how it kicks off?
So the angle is, thanks so much for joining the Spotify Growth Engine. You're going to be up and running with your music on Spotify, getting more listeners, streams, and saves and royalties in no time. Now, we are going to use Facebook and Instagram ads to drive highly targeted fan traffic to your music, and those ads cost money. And this is why I want to show you how you can monetize your new audience on Spotify really fast in order to earn back that money and fund your ad campaigns, because the more you're able to do that, the more you can scale your campaigns, the more listeners, the more streams, and the more saves you can get for your music on Spotify.
That is an amazing connection. Okay, and the fact that you did it off the top of my head tells me that definitely, if done right, or rather when done right, the one with the video is going to outperform this. So a very important piece in all upsells is to be able to link it to the reason they came into that funnel in the first place. And the main reason they came into this funnel was Spotify growth. So we have to be able to link merch sales with Spotify growth. And the way you're going to link it with Spotify growth is not just additional money, right? Because sometimes they might not see it, but it's like, yeah, that makes sense, right? If I want to have more growth, I need to be able to monetize, so I can take the money, pump it back into my ads, into promotional tools, into influencers, into getting my thing out there, into being known, right? Into buying ad space, monetize more, and now it's this circle of the Spotify business. And when you do that, that is what's going to take your conversions on this page to significantly higher than 1%.
I love it. Peng Joon, thank you. Do you think the price point is where you would expect it on an OTO too?
To me, it's not about the price point. It's always about like the pitch. Have I utilized 97 and then 297? Yeah. Have I utilized 97 and then free for X amount of days and $97 a month? Yeah. Have I done $97 and then $497? Yeah, right? It just comes, it's not, like many times you'll think about the funnel, they'll be like, Peng Joon, can you tell me the price points in your order bumps, OTO 1, OTO 2? Mm-hmm. Does pricing help with, reverse engineering, all that? Sure. But a much more important piece is also like the way it's positioned, right? So here's how I would do it, okay? What I would do is I want to link this back to growing on Spotify again. Right? So this would be, for example, let me show you how I earned $2,902 on music through merch sales and either achieved exponential growth in my Spotify account, right, in 30 days on top of the streaming royalties. But there must be something that shows them that it's linked to that original reason and intention to why they came into this funnel. Okay, so merch sales is great, but that's when you got to say, look, if you want to be able to play this game, so think of it as like if this was my world in the world of ads, it would be, if you want to be able to get free leads and grow your list for free, ultimately you need to be able to have an offer that's able to pay for your ad cost. And when you can do that, that's how you can build a list for free, right? So this is where, like based on that same angle, it would be, right? Let me show you how to utilize and get paid promos for free. That's a hook right there, right? Let me show you how to utilize paid ads and promos for free by understanding the game of monetizing your music through merch sales, so that you can take the sales, reinvest it back into ads, into influencers, into networks, into producers, that's going to promote your music further, that is in turn going to drive sales, that's in turn going to be utilized again in paid ads. And I might even show them this circle, right? So think of it as, remember guys, like last week, literally, right? I talked about how, and this is going to be relevant to all of you. What did I say? I said, a very important piece of selling is thinking about how you can combine it with strategy or education, and then link it to a feature of one of your offers. So, here's how you can connect merch sales with Spotify growth, right? So it would be the usual, starting off the conversation with, right, connecting it with the steps they've done, right? So congratulations, can't wait to take you to the members area. I want to be able to walk you through one final principle on how you can exponentially grow your Spotify account by getting free promos, free ads, free publicity. And you're probably thinking, that sounds too good to be true. How is that even possible? Well, let me show you how. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through my process and framework of how I run ads, utilize paid promotion, work with other influencers, but having these campaigns pay for itself through merch sales. Because when you can do this, this is going to explode your Spotify growth. So how does this work? Here's how it works. Most of the time, the reason why artists take really long to grow because it takes money to maintain or sustain that growth. Just think about it this way. Imagine right now there's this upcoming celebrity that's just 18 years old where nobody in the world knows who he or she is. However, her father is an oil tycoon in Brunei and has got no issues with money. Let me ask you this question. Do you think this person would probably have an unfair advantage? Probably. The question is why? It is because this person would be able to take their songs and go to different platforms and say, hey, I want to be able to pay you to showcase my music. This person will be able to go to other influencers, other musicians and say, hey, Jay-Z, here's $100 million to do a collab with me so that I can get more publicity. This person will be able to utilize paid ads to promote their music because money is not a concern. So if you want to be able to grow organically, great. But the cheat code and the steroids of this game is understanding how to pay the pay-to-play game, but to be able to recover your ad cost. So how do you do this? One of the best ways to significantly grow your Spotify growth is by understanding how to utilize ads, publicity, yada, 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 and then straight away monetize it with merch sales. If you want to be able to take your Spotify growth to a whole new level, all you got to do is, that's why I created this case study. I created this case study to walk you through how I did close to about $3,000 in sales that enabled me to recover my ad cost. And if you want to be able to scale to that next level, all you got to do is add to cart, upgrade your order, so that I'll be able to show you how you can pay play the pay-to-play game, that's kind of a tongue twister over there, and skyrocket your whole growth on Spotify, right? John, makes sense? What is your takeaway or how do you feel from this? I mean, obviously you don't have to model the same exact languaging. This is to show all of you how to start thinking about your offers or your upsells.
I love it. I think it's spot on. I totally see the connection.
So that now, guess what? Even if it's a pitch, even if it's an upsell, even if it's a sales video, even if it's whatever, guess what? Your audience, they're still staying on the page because to them, they're still learning something, right? They're still going, oh, this is still part of the training, right? This is part of the experience, this is part of the sales process. And it feels educational because even though it's a pitch, even though it's an offer, they feel like they're learning something about that goal or the intention of theirs. John, does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah?
Yeah. My head's already spinning how to do that on the Million Streams ad collection as well. But I think there'll be interesting angles for that as well. So I love it. I think all of these OTO pages deserve an upgrade.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes to this coaching call. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. And to subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos just like this one. Now, some of you asking me, how can I be part of this process? How can I ask you questions? How can I have you coach me or mentor me? We want to make sure that we are working with the people that's the right fit. You'll need to fill up a form. There's a link right below this video. Somebody on my team might give you a call to interview you to see if they're right fit for each other. And if you want to apply and see if you're a good fit, then all you need to do is click on this link in the description box below and my team will be in touch with you.